Welcome back to Inside Southeastern Baseball with head coach Matt Reiser, presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers, Champagne Beverage, as well as Buddy's Bar and Grill right here in Hammond. Your Lions were on the road this past weekend for a Southland Conference matchup against Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Here's the action on Friday night. All right, Southland Conference weekend, Friday night against Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Typical Friday night here, both two good arms on the mound.
Yeah, you know, it was kind of funny. We started out kind of hot on both ends of it. We scored 2 runs the first 2 innings. They scored 3 runs in their first 2 frames. And we just did a good job again of persevering. There's another 2-out RBI by Andrew Godbold you saw on Tuesday night against Tulane. He kept it going right there on Friday night as well. And I tell you, kind of an offensive park. The infield was really, really fast. The wind was blowing out to right field, so it helped out the left-handers a little bit. Didn't really help out the right-handers, but we did a good job of just getting some big hits. Here's another 2-out RBI. They'd come back and score 2 runs in the bottom of the first, and the top of the second would come back and get another 2-out RBI to tie it up 2-2. And Andrew back to work in the bottom of second. They scored a run already to take the lead 3-2, and Andrew did a good job. Didn't have his best stuff on the night. I think he actually had a career high on walks, and but just grinded it out like a typical Friday night guy does.
And you can see there, your club was down 3-2 in the 5th, and starts a little rally here and able to get back in the game and take the lead.
Yeah, Stewart does a good job hitting the ball on the ground. Had a good week for us, and really used his tools and his speed. And then obviously we just went right back to work. We got a big hit there from Setitall, the double down the right field line, to tie it up 3-3, and got some momentum going. Obviously you see excitement there on Friday night. It's always good to see. And Jacob Williams comes right back with it. He hits one to center field to knock him in as well. You see the ball misplayed there in center field, allows us to take the extra bag and go to second and take the lead 4-3 there in the 5th. And here we are in the 8th inning. We had a chance to get the guy out on Friday night in about the 5th or 6th inning, kind of let him hang around. He ended up going into the 8th inning, but did a good job of still staying on it. Had to go to reliever. In the bottom of the 8th, we bring in Klotz again in a big situation, 4-hole, bases loaded. Got a chance to really get something going, and Klotz does a good job of coming in and just shutting the door there in the 8th inning. Allows us to get some momentum going to the top of the 9th. We get the hit there, and this is a great job by Setitall. You can see how hard we were playing. Probably should have been fielded by the second baseman there, or at least knocked down, and gets by him, and we turn into a double. And then Klotz has a nice 1-2-3 9th inning to get the save, and we win 5-3 on Friday night.
Big win on Friday night. You start out the conference series 1-0 against Texas A&M Corpus Christi. And Coach, your team so far this year is 5-1 on Friday nights, and that's big to start out those series with wins.
Yeah, it really is. To get right on the right foot of things, so to speak. And Andre Chor is a big part of that, man. Obviously didn't have his best stuff. I think he had a career high on walks, but grinded out another 6 innings for us, or 5 in the 3rd, and then kept us in the ball game when it could have got away from us early. And our guys did a good job of battling and getting a big win on Friday night.
No doubt about it, as we're going to go back out and check out the Saturday highlights against A&M Corpus Christi. All right, Saturday night, going for the series here against Texas A&M Corpus Christi.
Yeah, both guys were really on, kind of another pitcher's duel early. We tried to get something going here in the 5th. We had 1st and 2nd, and 1 out. Seward comes up, does a good job here with 1 out, executing a hit and run. One of his 8 hits on the week. That got him honorable mention, Southland hitter of the week. And then, like you see, he just pounds it in the ground there and uses his speed. And then he got a double play interference call I didn't agree with there in the 5th, but we did a good job just kind of persevering through it. Obviously, their lefty kind of settled back in after the big call that went their way. And, Fisher gets the hit here, but he does a good job eliminating, and we don't score till late in the game.
This was kind of a strange game, as it was scoreless almost throughout, and then both teams kind of put some runs on the board, and then your team's able to get the victory at the end. But it kind of a unique game the way this one was played out.
Yeah, as quick as we started Friday night, it was kind of slow to the end of the game on Saturday. Here we are with nobody out and guy at first base. We allow Sam to hit. Then we get the hit, 1st and 2nd, nobody out. We look to bunt, and both guys crash. Hoffman does a fantastic job of slashing it right back up the middle for a single, and allows us to have another big inning and kind of get a lead here and kind of expand on it. Daniel Midyet again, I tell you, that kid has been absolutely phenomenal for us. Since in the lineup as their DH a week ago, I think he's got 11 or 12 RBIs and only about 20 at-bats. Every time he's hitting with guys on base.
4 consecutive hits for your club. Here's the one beating them out. You go up 2-0. Had an opportunity to maybe make it more. Bases loaded, still nobody out. You got to tip your hat there. They do a good job and get out of it.
Yeah, you know, we did. We had a chance to really expand on the lead and left some guys out there. But, you know, here we are again. Andrew Godbold just not trying to give them any momentum whatsoever. In the bottom of the 8th, they get a 2-run home run with 2 outs. But we come right back to work. You see Stewart there hitting the chopper down third base line, and again, just using his speed. We did a pretty good job of executing pretty much all night when it was time to execute. Ken Menards hit one there in the 6th hole. Again, we using our speed, beats it out. Now we got first and second with 1 out. We got a chance to win a ball game here. And Jacob Williams comes up with 2 outs, and again, we talk about the 2-out RBI. You know, I'm telling them about, you know, harping on 2-out RBIs. I tell them we don't have to wait 2 outs if we don't want to. We're more than welcome to score runs with 1 and nobody out. But does a good job there, getting the 2-out RBI, make it 3-2. They load the bags up for Andrew Godbold and bring in a closer. And 2 strikes try to go in. Andrew does a good job of not moving his feet, and we get the HVP in the final run there of the game and make it 4-2. And then Dylan Hills did a good job. You know, we'd thrown Klotz 3 games in a row, so we bring Dylan Hills in for the save, and gets 4 up and 3 down there in the 9th inning, not make it interesting, and we get the series victory 4-2.
Lions win this one 4-2. One thing we didn't see a whole lot in the highlights, but another outstanding performance by Tate Ciano. He goes all the way through the 8th inning, 8 complete innings, and this one only gives up 2 runs, picks up his 5th victory of the year. He's been tremendous here in 2014.
Yeah, he has just picked up right where he left off last year, the freshman, and consistent every Saturday for us.
Kind of a strange game on Saturday, back and forth. You don't score till late, they tie it, and you win it there in the later innings. But Tate Ciano, tremendous once again. He moves to 5-0, and you take the series against A&M Corpus Christi.
Yeah, you know, obviously a big win for us to get that series, especially on Saturday, and set up for Sunday for sweep. You know, Tate did a fantastic job again. He's been so consistent all year, and then just kind of left off from his freshman year. And you know, the guys did a good job responding. He gave the 2-run home run there in the bottom of the 8th, and we are going to pull Tate and go to Dylan, but they found a way to get 2 runs there on top of the 9th, and obviously Dylan came in for the save instead of for the win.
Well, then on Sunday, let's just call it like it was. Didn't play very well on Sunday. You got to tip your hat to those guys. They win the game, but you still take 2 out of 3 on the weekend. Yeah,
you know, kind of a disappointing finish to a really good week, especially on the road. For whatever reason, you know, some things happened, and didn't play well defensively. And anytime you kick the ball around like we did on Sunday, you're not going to win, no matter who you play. You know, the biggest thing for us is to move on. You know, we got to learn from our mistakes and grow from our mistakes and keep this thing rolling. We've had 5 of the last 6 we've won, and obviously we need to keep that part going into this week as well.
Well, the good news is after 2 conference weekends, you have a tiebreaker over Lamar and also Texas A&M Corpus Christi, and the Lions sit at 4-2 in Southland Conference play. Let's take a break. We come back, we'll have more for you right here on Inside Southeastern Baseball with head coach Matt Reiser, presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers, Champagne Beverage, as well as Buddy's Bar and Grill right here in Hammond. Stay with us.